Have you ever felt the crushing weight of a decision? Like every choice you make carves out your future, and there's no one to blame or thank but yourself. If so, you've tasted what the French philosopher Paul Sartre meant when he famously said, "Man is condemned to be free." It sounds like a paradox, right? How can freedom, something we all desire, be a condemnation, a curse? Let's unravel this profound idea together. To get Sartre, we first need to understand his core belief. Existence precedes essence. Imagine a craftsman making a paper knife. Before the knife exists, the craftsman has a complete idea of it, its purpose, its design, its essence. The knife is made to be a knife. For Sartre, this is true for objects, but the complete opposite is true for humans. We are not born with a predefined purpose or nature. There is no divine craftsman, no human nature blueprint. We are simply born, thrown into existence. We exist first. An asterisk, then asterisk what? Well, that's the scary part. After we exist, we must define ourselves. We create our own essence through the choices we make, the actions we take, and the values we live by. You aren't born a hero, a coward, a musician, or a teacher. You become one by choosing to act heroically, cowardly, by picking up an instrument, or by dedicating your life to educating others. This is where the condemnation part comes in. We are condemned because we didn't choose to be free. We were just born into this condition without any say in the matter. And we can't escape it. Even choosing asterisk, not asterisk to choose is itself a choice. If you drift through life letting others decide for you, you have chosen to be a person who drifts. There's no opting out. You are responsible for everything you are and everything you become. Sartre calls this total responsibility anguish. It's not everyday anxiety. It's a deep, profound awareness that when you choose for yourself, you are also, in a way, choosing for all of humanity. You are saying, this is how a human being should act. When you decide to be honest, you are implicitly endorsing honesty as a universal value. That's a heavy burden to carry. You are a lawmaker for yourself and, by extension, for mankind with every single action you take. Let's take a simple example. You are at a party and someone tells an offensive joke. You have a choice. You can laugh along to fit in, stay silent to avoid conflict, or speak up and challenge the joke. If you laugh, you've chosen to be someone who prioritizes social ease over confronting prejudice. If you stay silent, you've chosen passivity. If you speak up, you've chosen to be someone who stands for their principles, even if it's uncomfortable. None of these choices come with a guidebook. You can't look up the right answer. You have to invent it on the spot. And in doing so, you invent yourself. You are solely responsible for that invention. Sartre also talks about abandonment. This means we are abandoned in the sense that there are no preordained moral rules or divine commands to guide us. We are alone without excuses. You can't say, God told me to do it, or it's just my nature. No, asterisk you asterisk chose. This can be terrifying. It means we have to face the consequences of our actions without any external justification to fall back on. We're on a tightrope without a safety net. But here's the flip side, the incredible, empowering part of this philosophy. If we are truly free, then we can be whatever we want to be. Your past doesn't define you. Your circumstances don't define you. Society's expectations don't define you. At any moment, you can make a new choice and start building a new essence. You have the power to reinvent yourself. A person who has lived a life of dishonesty can, at any moment, choose to become honest. Nothing is set in stone. This radical freedom is also the source of human dignity. Unlike a rock or a table, we are not just things. We are projects constantly in the making. Our dignity lies not in what we are, but in what we are constantly striving to become. It's a call to action. Sartre isn't telling us to despair in our loneliness. He's challenging us to embrace our freedom and create a meaningful life. So, how do we live with this condemnation? By acting in good faith. This means honestly confronting our freedom and taking responsibility for our choices. The opposite is bad faith, where we deceive ourselves into believing we are not free. People in bad faith act like objects, claiming, "I had no choice," or "That's just the way I am." A waiter who acts overly waiter-like, almost like a robot, is for Sartre a classic example of someone hiding from their freedom by playing a role. They are trying to become an object, a waiter rather than a free person who happens to be waiting tables. So the next time you feel overwhelmed by a decision, remember Sartre. That feeling of weight isn't a sign of weakness. It's the feeling of your own freedom. It's the anguish of creating yourself moment by moment. You are condemned to be free, which means you are condemned to create your own meaning, your own values, your own life. It's a terrifying responsibility, but it's also the greatest gift you could ever have. The question is, what will you create? Thank you so much for exploring this deep topic with me today. If this sparked some thoughts, I'd love to read them in the comments below. And if you enjoy diving into big ideas, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more philosophical journeys. See you in the next one.